Hello, Bonnaroovians. I have an exciting announcement for you today, and that is that the lineup for Bonnaroo 2020 is finally out. So that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. So, if you are going to attend Bonnaroo Music Festival, you're considering it, or even if you just want to learn a little bit about the artists that will be playing there this year, then this video should be fun for you. So sit tight, let's get weird with it. These are the bass vlogs. On this channel, most of the content revolves around dubstep, EDM, music festivals and concerts that I attend, and just my general life. And some of the tips and tricks that go along with that lifestyle. So if you're interested in any of those things, like and subscribe.
I am ready for festival life.
So before I get into the lineup, I figured I would go ahead and mention that I do plan on attending Bonnaroo Music Festival myself. I attended Bonnaroo last year, had a crazy good time. There's a really awkward, bad vlog that I filmed last year about it. You can check it out if you want to. I'll put the link in the description. I had an incredible time. If you haven't been to Bonnaroo before, I will make you aware that it is one of the biggest music festivals in the country, probably one of the biggest in the world.
It's a pretty big festival.
It is really awesome because it's really spread out, so you don't see some of the crazy crowds that you see at some other big festivals. Strangely enough, even though it has a much higher population, it feels a lot less crowded. It would just amaze you how I feel like they do a lot with logistics to avoid that sort of a like elephants in a tube feeling that I get at some music festivals. I really had a great time there, and so that's why I'm going back. But let's get into the lineup. So the lineup released January 7th. I'll post it right here in the corner. I am just gonna fly through this lineup and some of the major names on it and just kind of word vomit my opinions on it. But I'm going to be taking the time to listen to 3 songs from every artist on this lineup. That is my commitment to you. And I'm going to be releasing videos probably pretty much weekly, because I want to get through them pretty quickly, where I basically tell you my opinion of those artists, what type of music, in my opinion, they perform, because I know I'm not familiar with every name on this lineup, and I'm sure some of you aren't either. But Bonnaroo, as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much perfect. I mean, I'm super excited to see Bass Nectar again. I just got done seeing them on New Year's, so that's huge for me. I am pretty excited to see Ganja White Night. I've seen Ganja White Night like 1,000 times this year, but it's because he's incredible, and so he's freaking touring the whole world because everybody wants to see him 1,000 times. So thank you for Ganja White Night. I am unbelievably excited to see Tipper because I haven't seen Tipper before, and I've heard his music. He's just like really innovative and incredible. I didn't see Grizz on the lineup. I was sad to not see Grizz on the lineup. I am a huge Grizz fan, and he's not there. One thing that might shock you, I am super excited to see Miley Cyrus at Bonnaroo 2020, and I don't care if you know about it. Her song Mother's Daughter is a huge hit to me. I am a big fan of that song. I know that it's like obviously not for me really, but it just gets me going, and I feel like it's kind of a civil rights-y piece that just tugs at my heartstrings for some reason. Also, I am super excited to see Tool. I am not a Tool fan, but I'm just excited to give them a chance. They're just like a super like unusual like rock type group that just does really, I guess, new age stuff is what I've heard about them, and I've heard a couple of their songs, but not enough to consider myself a fan, but they're super good. Flume! I have wanted to see Flume for a while, and I'm shaking. I be shaking because I am a sad boy and Flume is just going to be a great experience. And I was already super sad because since I'm probably not going to be able to go to Electric Forest, I'm sad that I don't get to see Flume. But now I get to see Flume and Tipper, which are the hugest names on there that I really want to see. Peekaboo, I will definitely be seeing him. Not super into it, but I mean, he's definitely talented, super talented. Del Rey is going to be there. I'm going to give Lizzo a chance for sure because a lot of people really love that artist. I don't have like any dislike. I just haven't heard the music really. And so that's kind of something I'm going to be doing like in the next like few weeks and months, is just kind of like getting to know the artist. And I kind of want to take that journey with y'all. So I am going to be posting that up on the channel. Just some awesome content and stuff like that. As long as my money works out, I want to make up an outfit that involves merch of different artists that I discovered through my Bonnaroo checklist.
I don't know if that'll happen or not, just because money is definitely an object for me. If it's not for you, then you'd be luckier than I am. But yeah, what artist
am I the most probably excited to see? Really Flume. I mean, the best thing I can say about this whole lineup is that I don't think any of the artists are really repeats, which I think is pretty awesome. Can't not mention Pigeons Playing Ping Pong. I'm definitely excited to check them out. I have never seen them play. I've heard so much about them. I've heard like 2 of their songs. I think that they have a really cool sound, and I'm excited to really see them in a concert setting because I feel like the live experience is going to be the best. I don't feel like there's a lot of, like Young Thug, I feel like I did like an EDM dubstep kick, but Young Thug's going to be there, and that's going to be, yes, Kevin Gates. I forgot to mention the man, the manimal, the unhuman mastermind of rap music, Kevin Gates. I just love his music. It gets me going. Maybe it doesn't really fit like the vibes that I try to put out, but gosh, I love some rap music sometimes. Especially when you're just wilding out with your friends and shit. It's freaking great. Now, first of all, before I even start this part of the video, I want to say once and for all, I'm super happy with this. Bonnaroo 2020 is a 9 out of 10 for me, but you know, it wouldn't be a good video if I didn't throw a little bit of salt into the batch. Here's just a few of the artists that I was hoping to see on the lineup that didn't end up being on the lineup. Probably number 1 would have been Grizz. I really kind of expected Grizz to be on the lineup. I don't really know why. I also would have kind of was hoping for MGK. I'm a huge MGK fan. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. I was really glad to see Kevin Gates. That's definitely one that I would have hoped for. That was actually kind of a big surprise. Another artist that I would have loved to see on this lineup. It's hard to say because I've been really blessed this year. I've gotten to see a lot of artists. I mean, I wanted to see Tipper this year. I did not get to see Tipper previously, so that's huge. I guess I would have liked to see Jake Hill. He's pretty popular. You might have heard of him. Scar-Lord. Woo! Scar-Lord and Jake Hill. They do this specific kind of rap music. I believe it's called
Fire screaming. I believe it's FYRE.
I'm a huge fan of it. It's kind of like a little bit, I wouldn't say underground. They're pretty popular artists, but it's definitely a fringe thing, and I'm a huge fan of it. And I didn't see any of the names of those artists on the lineup at all, which doesn't surprise me, but I had my fingers crossed. And oh, I can't even stop talking about Jake Hill right now. Definitely look him up. I'm gonna have the link to his YouTube channel in the description. Yeah, no, he's an incredible artist. He's got like hardcore stuff, unhardcore stuff, but he's not gonna be at Bonnaroo. So if any of you are really getting excited for this Jake Hill artist, he's not gonna be at Bonnaroo. That he was never gonna be at Bonnaroo. In my head, though, he could have been at Bonnaroo, and I'm sad because he's not. So, there's that. But yeah, check out Jake Hill's YouTube channel, and he should be on the Bonnaroo lineup. Just saying. That's how I feel about the lineup. I would talk more about it, and I would be more specific about it, but like I said, I have another bunch of videos where I'm going to be talking about it. If you're on the fence about whether or not to go to Bonnaroo, don't be. Just buy a ticket. It's a little bit more expensive than some festivals, but it is so worth it. So worth the drive. You're going to be seeing the nicest people ever. You're going to be seeing the most positive vibes ever. You are going to be seeing a ton of vendors, which I will say, the best part about it is there are so many vendors, you don't have to deal with these crazy lines. So that's one great thing about Bonnaroo. It's crazy that Bonnaroo is so big, but it's so well planned, except for getting in there. Because getting into Bonnaroo takes 6,000 years. So get to Bonnaroo like a day early, because I'm not joking. You don't think I'm serious, but it took us like 6 hours just to like get through the line to get in on when we were entering the camping area. So get ready for that. Love y'all. Our Wook resolutions video will be coming as scheduled on Sunday. We're going to be hoping to have a little bit of Wook Jesus with us for that video, just to kind of give a little teasers to what the podcast is going to look like. Hope y'all are still having a positive 2020. That's the video. Love y'all.